So this is the public meeting, the planning board meeting of October 3rd, 2017, and at 7 o'clock. And we have no flags, so we can't do the Pledge of Allegiance, so we'll just go right into the public hearing. This is continued from September 26, 2017. And it's Clean Energy Collective off Fuller Street. Assessors maps 50-1 and 10B. It's a request for a special permit and site plan review to allow a ground-mounted solar power generating facility of approximately 2 megawatts in a residential agricultural district per the Carver zoning bylaws sections 3100, 3580, and 5300. And this is the only thing that we have on our agenda tonight. So good evening. So the reason we're here tonight, I believe, is to, we weren't going to have for people to vote on our next meeting, and so we were able to have this meeting tonight so that we could vote on the project. I don't know if there was anything additional that you had to add.
Basically, our last hearing, you guys wanted to go out and do a site walk. We did the site walk last week. I think it all went pretty well.
Yeah.
You had one other item. We had been asked to add the gravel ramps into our O&M plan, which we did, and we sent to Jack. Basically, we were recommending that they inspect them twice a year, and if they need to be replaced or fixed, they'll be fixed. So we added that to our O&M plan. There really weren't any other comments at the time. We had discussed lighting, the potential of putting a light or security cameras. The client indicated they never really do that, and I think we discussed that at the site walk as well, that they've just never really seen the need for it. As far as that, in the meantime, we've got approval from Conservation last week, and that's about it.
Okay. So we've been updated. Any questions?
I don't have anything. Thanks for meeting us out there that day. It was good to see. I know that we always have concerns with how close the project is to the neighbors. It was well done. I appreciate you guys meeting us out there.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to, well, this is a public hearing. If there's anybody out there that would like to make any comments. Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion and a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
So,
Okay. You guys, just a little background. Any typical, you guys want to discuss anything for conditions? Because obviously Jack's going to write up the conditions and we'll approve that next week at our regular meeting. You guys think of any typical conditions that you want? We have usually just the standard conditions that go with the solar array system with, the decon and all that other stuff. So
it's in the package here, yeah.
So, can you guys think of anything from doing the site walk?
I mean, I can read the operation and maintenance, well, see, they have an operation and maintenance plan,
That'll be
42
part of the
Fuller
package.
Street. And
We did prepare a decom and a surety plan already, which has been reviewed by the review engineer as well as Jack.
okay. You do that, and did we come up with a set amount of money?
Yeah,
decommissioning?
there was a document that was reviewed, and we actually made an edit to it and then sent it back based upon review engineer's comments. I'm not sure if that's, can I see that? I'm not sure if that's the latest one or not.
The decommission, that's when we have
That
that
is-
range, right, that we can go.
Yep.
This is the latest one, yeah. They had us add in administration and insurance at the end. So we added in an extra 5% for that. That was part of the review.
Okay.
So that'll be part of our package next week for approval. And then we'll set the money, and then you're not here, though.
I won't be here the next meeting.
So the rough estimate here is,
We've got laborers, 35,000, heavy equipment, 36,000, debris, 20,400, site repairs, 6,000, administrative insurance, and mobilize and demobilize, we got 4,870 and another 4,870, so it's a total of $107,140.
And that takes place in 25 years?
When they decide to decommission, whenever that may be.
It says 22, 25 in here.
22, 25?
20 years to 25 years.
22.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Not the year 22, 25.
Yeah, it says life expectancy will be approximately 20 to 25 years after installation. So we usually,
normally it's, you go up to 125%. Which would bring the number, if I did my math right. 133.25 is the highest. If I did the math right.
okay, yeah,
So you have that range in between there.
between 107 and 133.
Yeah.
And the highest we can go is 125%. All right, so, and generally we do pick the 125%.
So it's a thought for you, especially, you know, we're not gonna have everything, all the documents before the meeting, but, you know, you can voice your opinion so that we will have it on record and, or at least send an email to Jack, hey, I think it should be this, or this is my input.
Because I think we've been pretty consistent with 125%.
Okay.
Well, previous projects, so,
Okay.
if you want to remember, right?
Yes.
To say, that's be my suggestion anyways, to stay
Okay.
consistent with that.
So, just for clarification, oops, sorry, let me just check one thing here. I think, we closed the public hearing, but I think we have to take a vote tonight.
Take a vote on whether
Whether or
to
not we
approve this
approve it or not, because
yeah.
Jim's not gonna be here at our next meeting.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
I'm just getting clarification on it. Yes, we have to
yeah,
do that vote.
right.
One more thing, sorry about the, I think that we can close, vote on it, and then we just approve the conditions at our next meeting. I just want to get clarification.
Do we need Jim to be here for that?
I don't think we need to have Jim, because we'd already voted on the,
To approve, to, yes.
Next, we can vote to approve it and then just finalize the conditions next week. We can vote
And
that
then,
way.
and then we'll sign, you know, the approval.
Does there have to be a separate vote for the waiver request for the above ground electric lines? That was part of the,
I think that's all part of it.
conditions.
Yeah,
okay,
part of
that's
the
just part of the conditions, I
yeah.
just wanna make sure it
Yeah.
didn't have to be a separate vote.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
And that was the only.
That was the only
that you had?
waiver, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so we gotta state the conditions, and we do need Jim to vote on the conditions. So my recommendation would be, if this board feels that we approve on the affirmative, we set the conditions. And we'll approve those because we have Jim, and then we'll just have Jack write it all up.
Okay.
So,
So we need two votes?
yes,
One to approve the project?
that would be the next step, because you
Okay.
close the public hearing, so we go to whether approve or not approve the project.
Okay. So I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make said motion to approve the project for, what is it, Fuller Street? Clean Energy Collective off of Fuller Street. I'll make that motion and I'll do the,
Do we hear a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
So now we'll discuss the conditions. And I think we'll have our standard conditions. And we'll go with 125% of the decommissioning.
25% of decom, which would be, that's 133,925.
And
3,
with the condition to approve the waiver for the above-ground lines.
should probably take a vote on that, Mr.
Yeah.
Chair, on that one piece there.
Do you want me to make that motion? I'll read that back that you wrote down.
Yeah, it'd be to approve the waiver for the above-ground electrical lines.
Separate?
Just separate on that one, because they requested the waiver
Okay.
for that.
I'll make a motion to approve the above-ground lines on the Fuller Street Clean Energy Collective solar project.
Second that.
So we have a motion and a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
And
Okay.
now, I think we're gonna need a vote just to approve the conditions, because Jim won't be here for the
So
next
we
meeting.
have, so the conditions are normal standing conditions that we have for those solar projects. 125% of the decom, which is estimated at 133,925. Approval of the waiver, which we just did, but that'll be one of the conditions. You guys think of anything else?
I think that's
Anybody
about
want to make
it.
a motion to move on those?
Make a motion to approve said conditions for this project.
So we have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a second, those in favor? And so the conditions will be written up and we'll sign those at the probably next meeting.
Next year, okay.
Yeah.
Very
But
good.
it's, the
Wonderful.
project's been approved with the waiver
Very
for
good.
the lines.
I appreciate, again, I appreciate you guys having the hearing to get this over with tonight. And appreciate the help.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second, those in favor? Aye.
Thank you, everybody.
Take care. Have a great night.
Good night.
7:50.
Where you going?